Well, Ann, of course, is knocked it out of the park again. She does such a good job of honoring people in our community. You can always tell Ann's been around when I get the big proclamation. This is actually not as big as she usually brings me. Usually it takes almost two of us to hold this thing up. So this is a medium proclamation for Ann. But I'm glad she does this to recognize such important individuals in our community, pioneering women that have been the first. I love that when she contacted me the other day and she says, have you read what we're doing? And I was like, kind of briefly. She's like, we're honoring the first. And these are 5 first individuals in our community that have done very well. So I'm going to let Ann do the rest. I'm going to read this proclamation and then we'll go through that. So this is from the Office of the Mayor of the City of Wichita Falls. Whereas American women of every race, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our nation in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. Whereas American women have played and continue to play critical economic, cultural, and social roles in every sphere of life of the nation by constituting a significant portion of the labor force working inside and outside of the home. Whereas American women have played a unique role throughout the history of the nation by providing the majority of the volunteer labor force of the nation. Whereas American women are particularly important in the establishment of early charitable, philanthropic, and cultural institutions in our nation. Whereas American women of every race, class, and ethnic background served as early leaders in the forefront of every major progressive social change movement. Whereas American women have been leaders not only in securing their own rights of suffrage and equal opportunity, but also the abolitionist movement and the emancipation movement, the industrial labor movement, the civil rights movement, and other movements, especially the peace movement, which create a more fair and just society for all. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor Stephen Santillana, do hereby proclaim March as Women's History Month in Wichita Falls and call upon our citizens to honor the history, accomplishments, and contributions of women in Wichita Falls and across our nation. Thank you.
I want to introduce some of the women here with me this morning and the women pictured here on the wall. I'd like to welcome back to City Council former Mayor Kay Yeager. Her accomplishments in this community are the first female mayor of Wichita Falls. Her portrait is the first here. We then have Arthur B. Williams on the wall. Her daughter Andrea is here today, and we want to thank you for joining us. Arthur B. Williams was the first African-American female mayor, the first African-American female county judge, and JP here in Wichita Falls. Next on our wall, we have Delfina Palacios Martinez, the first Hispanic teacher for WFISD, as well as the first Hispanic principal. We have Charlie Ferris, who was the first African-American licensed to practice law, African-American female licensed to practice law in the state. And finally, we have Myrtle Hershey Ledford, who is the first female city councilor here in Wichita Falls. So all of these women are just a few of the female first here in Wichita Falls. The research behind these portraits came from Becky Trammell, who's standing in the back there. She's got a wonderful book, Women of Wichita County, which you can purchase this Women's History Month at the Museum of North Texas History. And how fitting that Kathy, during Women's History Month, at the fire office, is our employee of the month. Congratulations. Finally, I want to welcome Erin Soto, who is the artist of these portraits. Erin is an incredible artist and has an amazing career ahead of her, and we're so grateful to get to work with her. So on behalf of the Wichita Falls Alliance for Arts and Culture, celebrate women this month in Wichita Falls and always. Thank you.
Let's see if we can get everybody in here.
Can I also?
Oh, well, you can.
These portraits will be on view in the lobby throughout the month of March. You can also see them on view at the library as part of a special exhibition, just in case you need a closer look later. Thank you.